Last night I had a dream that we all sang the same song, you and I. We are tall as that old gum tree, and we are all Australians, you and I. Last night I had a dream, and it seemed so real to me that I know that it will come true someday. It's as simple as the smile on the face of a child, and as clear as the bright light of day. And in my dream a black boy leads a band, and a white girl holds his hand, and the wombat throws his hat high in the air. And as the music starts, a kookaburra laughs, and the sound of children singing fills the air. And they say, I am Australia, as the tallest full-gum tree. I am Australia, the true blue dinky eye. We are black and white and brown together. Let's all sing the children. We are Australians, all of us, you and I.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon and welcome to our citizenship ceremony. The Australian Citizenship Act requires you to take the pledge in front of the delegated officer of the Minister for Immigration and Citizenship. I am a delegated officer for the Minister, and my name is Svetlana McNeil. I'm the manager of Sydney CBD Citizenship. As there are many people waiting for a citizenship ceremony in your local council, we have organised this special ceremony to help people and the council to reduce the waiting time to be allocated to a ceremony. Making your pledge will be the formal part of today's ceremony. Each of you who take the citizenship pledge will become an Australian citizen and will therefore have the same rights and responsibilities as other Australian citizens who were born here or acquired citizenship through the same process that you are going through today. The Honourable Brendan O'Connor, Minister for Immigration and Citizenship, is not able to join us today. He has sent a welcome message to all of you, and I would like to read it now. Today, you officially become a member of one of the world's most culturally diverse nations. From the original Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people of this country to Australia's newest arrivals, we respect each other's background while appreciating the unique contributions of all our citizens to this great nation and its future. Like you, my own family embarked on the journey to Australia in search of a better life. I encourage you to embrace the opportunities Australia offers to achieve your ambitions and goals. As you make your Australian citizenship pledge today, I encourage you to reflect on the commitment you are declaring before your family, your friends and the community. In accepting the privileges of Australian citizenship, you're also committing to upholding the responsibilities of citizenship and actively participating in our free and democratic society. Australia welcomes you and encourages you to contribute to a new country. On behalf of the Australian Government, I formally welcome you as an Australian citizen and wish you all the best for the future. Congratulations. Let me now acknowledge and pay my respects to the traditional owners of this land on which we meet today, the Cadigal people of the Eora Nation, and thank them for their continuing contributions to our community. We are mindful of the rich heritage and culture of our Indigenous people. Theirs are the oldest of the many stories that make up our country. Yours are the newest. As Australians, we all participate and share in this nation together. Today is a day for reflecting on what it means to be an Australian citizen, whether you were born here or you have decided to make Australia your home. We also reflect on the many benefits we enjoy by living in this wonderful country. Each of you comes here today with a unique pilgrimage behind you, a collection of journeys and dreams. Today marks the end of your migrant journey and the start of your new lives as Australians. Migrating to a new country is never easy. Many of you will have had to learn a new language, new customs, and a new way of life. I know some of you here will have to give up citizenship of your own country of origin. That cannot be an easy decision to make. We appreciate the commitment you are declaring and welcome you to our community. However, becoming an Australian citizen doesn't mean that you should turn your back on your country of origin, and it doesn't mean that you have to forget the language of that country or its customs and culture. Instead, we ask you to share these most valuable assets to enrich Australia. From today on, you will formally be identified with this country, its people, its government, and its history. You enrich our character and enlarge our spirit. You add pages to our story. In turn, Australia offers to you a broad and embracing place in our community, in our civil society. You gain the rights of citizens to freedom, democracy, justice, to respect and equality, to opportunity, participation, friendship, and neighbourliness. They're yours to live by. Australia is one of the most beautiful countries on the globe, which has a very unique flora and fauna, with its animals being found nowhere else in the world. Its citizens' cultural identity is also one of a kind, with the Australian open-hearted, simple friendship and altruism, a very rare thing on earth in these modern times. Australian citizenship was established 64 years ago on Australia Day in 1949. From that moment, we redefined what it means to belong here and who we are. Today, you take hold of a remarkable promise. May you always cherish it. The citizenship certificate that you have with you now is an important document, and it is your legal proof of Australian citizenship. Please do take good care of it. Please check all the details on the certificate. All children included in your application will get a separate certificate. If there are any mistakes or misspelling or any problems, please see either myself or my team after the ceremony. If your certificate is damaged or lost, you should report it to the police and to the department so we can issue you evidence of Australian citizenship. The citizenship number is located on the top right-hand corner on the back of your certificate. If this number is damaged or missing, the certificate will become invalid. Also, please do not alter your citizenship certificate in any way. Altering an Australian citizenship certificate is an offence. Please do not laminate it. If you have any international travel plans from today, you will need to travel on an Australian passport. One of the privileges and responsibilities of becoming an Australian citizen is that you can participate in electing a democratic government. Upon arrival today, you would have completed an electoral enrolment form and handed it to one of the Electoral Commission officers present here today. You will therefore be able to vote in any future Australian elections. Please check that all the details on the form are correct. And please remember, voting is compulsory in Australia. We now come to the more formal part of today's ceremony, where I ask you to repeat the citizenship pledge. It is a legal requirement that I read the preamble for citizenship ceremonies set out in Schedule 1 of the Australian Citizenship Regulations 2007. Australian citizenship represents full and formal membership of the community of the Commonwealth of Australia, and Australian citizenship is a common bond involving reciprocal rights and obligations, uniting all Australians while respecting their diversity. Persons on whom Australian citizenship is conferred enjoy these rights and undertake to accept these obligations by pledging loyalty to Australia and its people, by sharing their democratic beliefs, and by respecting their rights and liberties, and by upholding and obeying the laws of Australia. Upon entry today, each candidate was presented with a pack, which includes a pledge card. There are two forms of the pledge clearly marked on the back of the pledge cards. Pledge number 1 is in the form of an oath, which includes the words "under God." Pledge number 2 doesn't include reference to God. I must stress that it is a requirement that you repeat each word after me. Well, all candidates with pledge number 1, please stand up to take the pledge. Please repeat after me. From this time forward, under God.
From this time forward, under God.
I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people,
I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people,
whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Congratulations, you're now Australian citizens. Well, all candidates is pledge number 2. Please stand up to take the pledge. Please repeat after me. From this time forward, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Congratulations, you're now Australians too. Well done. I warmly congratulate you on behalf of the government and people of Australia and welcome you as citizens of Australia. I wish you and your families a happy and successful future in this country. I invite everyone here today to give our newest citizens a warm welcome as full members of the Australian community. I would like now to offer all Australians here today, including our newest citizens and their guests, an opportunity to join me in an Australian citizenship affirmation ceremony to celebrate being an Australian. May I ask everyone to stand up again and repeat after me. Those who are not Australians yet, please skip the beginning statement as an Australian citizen and join in after that phrase. Please repeat after me. As an Australian citizen, I affirm my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I uphold and obey. Please remain standing as now we'll sing our national anthem. Congratulations and thank you very much for coming. This concludes our ceremony today. Please stay to take some photos next to Australian national flag, portrait of the Queen and coat of arms. And we had a professional singer here today. If we knew that, we would ask you to sing for us national anthem. Well done everyone. Thank you for coming.
Good job. Did a good job.